sketch. 1,000-foot drop. Don't fucking look. You're good, man. Keep your left foot planted.
This is not good.
I got the heart of a champion! Heart of a champion! Heart of a champion!
There's two things that stood out to me. Number one is I knew in my heart was the right choice to make, which was to come back to Crazy Mountain after how things finished out last year and do it again.
What aid station are you pacing Dan at?
The 200-yard mark. I missed it by that much, so I guess I'll have to wait for next year.
It was affirmed when we got back to town. And I'm in the same environment again. I know that I have this race tomorrow. I'm seeing some familiar faces, and that was confirmation that doing this again was the right choice no matter what. So that felt really good knowing that I had taken another year to train and to prepare and to strategize.
So the race has officially started. Dan is about 3 miles away from his first aid station. So me and Jordan are on the way there. Gonna go get the tent set up and get our little spot set up and send them off to the next checkpoint.
And then the second part was probably mile 33 to 37. And that was on that first big climb up to Conical Peak. I met up with Sam at that point, and he and I shared all of these beautiful river views, wildflower views, basically at dusk. The most perfect time to see those views as we're climbing up to 10,476 feet. And what was really special about it was two things. Number one, not having to be so focused on time and pace because we were at a really good place in the race at that point. But also just being able to like turn around. And what's special about that is like, you don't get to really do that in a race where you can take those moments. And so I think Sam and I probably had 3 moments where we're like, hey man, turn around, let's just pause for a second. And we just took everything in. And there were some words exchanged there, words of acknowledgement, words of love. And that was really special to me because Sam hasn't, to my knowledge, been able to be in an environment like that. And it was cool to share those moments with him. The outcome for me wasn't what I was hoping it was going to be. It wasn't the Disneyland ending that I had been envisioning for a whole year. But you know, I think what makes these types of experiences unique is that you're going to have to solve a million problems while you're out there, and the further you go, the more problems you're going to have to solve, and the more potential for things to go wrong there's going to be. And what was really nice is the problems that I had last year, I had solved because both of the chafing and the blistering issues were non-existent this year. So I felt really good about that. But this year I was met with another problem that I didn't have the solution to. So that's now going to be the thing that I try to figure out. From a physical standpoint, my body was great at the time that I didn't make that final cutoff. Even today, my legs feel good, my feet feel fine, so I know that my training was there. I just need to now figure out a solution within my nutritional strategy to be able to keep going when I get into that spot that I was in where I drank that unfiltered water.
Here you go, Dan.
You know, we got this saying in Montana, never trust a cow because the sun can't swim.
How you feeling?
Feeling good, man. 20 miles in. Legs are A-. 2 good little climbs in that section. Now I got 2 big climbs ahead. Here comes Sam. Sam! Let's go! Get up with me.
I'll go with you.
Oh yeah.
We got a little bit of fun going on. Keep going, bro. Proud of you.
The lesson is that it's like you can have a 19-page game plan with everything lined out and everything is perfect and everybody knows what they need to be doing, but you can't account for everything. And I think that's what draws me to 100-mile races, is that there is always going to be a problem to solve all the time, and you just have to be good about that. You have to be good about having solutions. So I think as much as this is a foot race, it's also a leadership challenge as well, you know, because you have to have solutions. I think the thing for me that I'm going to try to remember going into next year is to have solutions to things that may come up instead of just only having solutions for things that I've experienced in the past. Over the last, I don't know, maybe it's been a month or two now since Sam has really started talking about him training for Crazy Mountain.
What's up, Nelly? Good job.
How you feeling right now? A little bit of cramp, but you know, got stung by a bee. I'm alive. That woke me up real good.
There you go.
So, yeah, not the toughest part of the race. Just take 1 mile at a time.
There you go. We're looking good. I had at least 2 people I can think of off the top of my head who sent me DMs saying the same thing, basically. Worded a little differently, but same thing. Aren't you upset that Sam's now running the same race that you are? It kind of floored me because why would I be upset for somebody who sees a challenge that he got to experience last year when he paced me and now wanted to take that on for himself? I mean, that's like the whole reason we do these kinds of things, right?
So we just left Ibex cabin.
The boys are doing great.
Sam's right behind. Yeah, Sam came in right behind Dan. They're pretty close to each other. Sam had a little cramping going on, and he got stung by a bee. But you know, they're both in good spirits, and they're off to the next position. So
Powering through.
we're gonna go load up our gear, go post up at the next spot, maybe play a little chess and hang out and wait for the boys to come in. So
We want to push our limits. We want to see what we're made of. We want to challenge ourselves in ways that we never have before. And so I don't think I'll ever understand the mentality of why somebody would be upset for another man wanting to push himself and see what he's capable of. So having Sam alongside me this time was actually really special. In any moment that I could out on the course, when people would recognize him or I would tell them the story. I'd be like, yep, Sam paced me last year. Now we're running this thing together.
Jordan, how long to our next checkpoint?
It says an hour and 20 minutes, but we'll see what we can do about that.
We could beat that for sure. We got this.
Have you checked the audio on any of this?
I have not. What do we got going on here?
Parking lot's full, so a little bit of a traffic jam. We're gonna pass some time by playing a little board game of chess. We'll see who wins.
Yes, we are.
I'm going to win. I'm definitely not. I'm just kidding.
False.
I am not going to win.
That is a big contender right there.
Yeah, fuck that guy.
That fly is going to win.
The boys are running 100 miles, and we have to walk half a mile. Yeah. This is unfair.
So it was really special in a lot of ways. Coming into hunting camp, although my ending didn't happen the way that I wanted, I know that in this moment, the only thing that matters is now getting Sam to the finish, because that's off the table for me. And so I just wanted to make sure that I was being as useful as possible. And I think that anybody in the situation that I was in would also want to find ways to be useful too, because we want to see each other succeed, and I'm here for that for him. So seeing him cross the finish line made me really emotional, because I know the kind of guy that Sam is. I know how hard he works on his craft as an athlete. I know how much being a good father means to him. I know how it feels to be in a situation where, you know, you're the biggest guy out there. You know, you're a full-size NFL linebacker. And now you got to take on the challenge of running 100 relentless mountain miles. That's not easy. Guys Sam's size are not supposed to be able to run that far. They're just not. But him being able to figure out how to pull that off, how to problem solve that, is the most inspiring takeaway for the whole weekend.
Feeling, Jake? You ready?
Yeah, man. It's gonna be a fun night. See if I can't get a little video for you.
How you feeling right now, Sam?
Tired, but who cares? Like Cameron Hayes says, nobody cares. Work harder. So we're gonna work harder.
I don't.
So I mean, again, what do you expect? Run 100 miles?
Yeah, we think it's gonna be fun.
Easy peasy, no big deal. So
I'm good. We need to get out of here. Oh,
Love you. See you guys in the morning. Love you, baby. Love you so much. Okay. See you in the morning.
About this. Wait to see you cross that finish line.
Sorry about that.
Look, you're good.
Ready?
Let's do this.
Lock it in.
How you feeling, Dan?
I'm feeling good, man. I'm sitting at mile 43 right now. Got a fresh pair of socks and shoes. I feel good. At this point last year, my feet were completely wrecked with blisters. I'm happy to say I got that figured out. I have no blisters going on right now. The other thing was this time last year, I had a bunch of, thank you bro, I had a bunch of chafing going on in my inner thighs. That's like non-existent. So I'm making a lot of big changes this time. Feel good about it too.
Hell yeah. Looking good, guys.
Thank you, bro.
We'll see you at the next one.
See you in the morning.
Have a good night. B-boys ready?
Yeah, time to cook, baby.
Yep. Get after it.
Sir.
We'll see you in the morning. Looking good.
We're like NASA. We're like, or no, NASA. NASCAR. We're like, yes, we're going to space.
I came over to ask you how many minutes we had left, but you guys were both like around and he was changing. Like, I'll check back in just 30 seconds.
Although I'm not the same size as him, I'm definitely on the bigger end of ultra runner. And so it gives me new hope as to what problems I need to now go back to the chalkboard and resolve.
All right, so we just left Half Moon. Guys are in good spirits. Got them filled up, energized. Gonna be a good night session. We got about 6.5 miles to the pass. About 8:30 cut off there. 12:45. Keep you guys posted, but everybody's looking strong.
All right, so we've got about another 2.5 hour drive to the next aid station. We should get there a little after 11 p.m. Grub, crash, wake up about 5 in the morning probably. Be ready for the guys whenever they roll through, probably around 6 or 7. Tomorrow's the final day.
Ran into an issue, but it wouldn't be a good video if there wasn't an issue.
Sam's wife, Jess, she's got a leak in her tire. We're gonna get that fixed right quick. Luckily, this is why we have patch kits.
Why don't we just go to the store?
Take me to the store. But if we do, I've got an off-road one.
It's right here.
Oh, that angle fucking blows.
Might have to
It's
put it
so
down
low.
there.
Yeah.
Stop.
There.
Go. That should be perfect. Back up slightly then. Oh no, we're good there. That's sealed.
It is a full size if you want to put it on. Is this the right tire? I don't even think this is the right size.
It looks way bigger.
Yeah, it does. It looks huge. I don't know. You rented it? This is a rental?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
I think it's gonna be okay. I'm gonna put one more plug in it just to make sure that we're good. But right now it's holding air. I feel confident enough to drive the vehicle for the test drive.
That hurts. You're almost there. Oh my gosh. Yes, wait.
On the rocks?
Yeah, it kind of doesn't feel good. I'm coming down this 2 feet, 2 feet.
All right, gang, we are about halfway through this first climb. Officially into the night section now. Headlamps are on.
Night crew checking in.
Night crew, baby. Guys are doing good. Everybody's feeling strong. We're just vibing. Check in with you when we get to the pass. Later. Sam, how you feeling?
Well, I was a little worried, but we got the man for the job. With an hour to spare, so.
Oh, we got more than that. I mean, it's 11:30 at the top. Cutoff's 12:45. This is a hard section to make up time, though. So.
This is not an easy section to make up time. Also, this is downhill.
Yeah.
It's very.
I just meant this half of the Crandall section.
Yeah,
We just gotta get it fucking done.
You're not making shit up.
We are right about the cow camp. Had a nice knee-deep stream crossing, so feet are soaked, socks are soaked. At least we're moving now. Progressed to a nice little run here on the backside of Sunlight. Gotta say, a little sketch. Looking at 1,000-foot drop to our left here. Very abruptly. But we're in good spirits. We're making good time. There's that little flat ledge right in front of your feet.
Right
here? Once you get there, you'll be all right. Yeah, so I went where his right foot is.
Yep.
There's a little straight pocket. I followed that. You're gonna have your poles in your left hand.
Yeah.
And you're rolling in towards the slope. so you're almost facing the slope a bit, and you're just gonna like shuffle your feet sideways. You're not stepping. Don't fucking look. You're good, man. You got it. There you go. Yep. So keep your left foot planted. Yep.
That takes off pretty cool.
Yeah.
This is not good.
You're fine.
Jordan's bed. Hunter's bed.
All right.
And my bed.
I give you the gift of warmth.
Thank you, sir.
Yes. Oh, it has a feather on it.
Keep me warmer.
You need a blanket?
I think Jordan has a blanket. All right, Saturday morning.
Saturday morning, bright and early.
Nice little cool night. Got to like 37 degrees. Dan and Sam are about 6 miles out, and it's, how much time do they got left?
They're running down on the clock. They've got 40 minutes.
40 minutes, so cutting it real close, but still got faith. So we're gonna set up camp and cheer them as they come in.
We'll see the boys soon.
Okay, guys. So 5:35 a.m. Coming down that pass was sketchy as hell. Sam fell and almost slid off cliff, but
Come do crazies, they say.
we talked him off the ledge though, literally. And the rest of the descent, I mean, it's just straight up like shale. What up, gang? We are about 3 miles out from our next aid station. Cutoffs in shade over an hour, so trying to make good time, keeping a good pace. Sam's looking strong, feeling good, slowly getting more and more delirious. Nah, we're doing good. Check in soon.
Giving Sam the belt wasn't even something that I had thought of until we were in that moment. You know, the belt for me, that was something that when I was passing through the Crow Reservation last year, I stopped and I picked up from a leather worker who lived on the reservation, and I just thought that would be really special to have a race that I completed and have a belt that was made by a tribal member, you know? And so in the moment, it just felt right to be able to do that for him.
Yeehaw! Yes, sir.
Might be delirious. Hey.
Yeah.
Don't be up for more than 24 hours.
Yeah, that's fair.
You know, just casual Saturday long
What's an
run.
extra 20 miles?
What's an extra 20 miles?
No more cliffs either, so
Hey.
hopefully.
Took that any day.
Lifetime PR action?
Lifetime PR action for you and for me?
Yeah.
Well, we'll see you guys at the next one.
Hell yeah, man.
Guys, keep killing it.
All right, gang. We just left Crandall Cabin, aid station, mile number 70.3 for Sam, and we're feeling good. I just decided I'm gonna run a casual 50, which I've never done, but we'll be fine. When a brother needs help, you gotta do what you gotta do. So, made it to the last aid station with 15 minutes to spare. Now, we've got a nice 7-mile climb, about 2,000 feet. Sam's being a little bitch back there about it.
Fine, I am. Sue me.
Asking for pep talks at fucking mile 80 something. Like, bro, it's right there. Anyways, it's gonna be hot as fuck today. And to make things better, the flies are horrendous. So, we got a lot of things going for us at the moment, but legs are still moving.
All right, we finally made it to the final stretch. We have how many miles left?
Five and change.
5 and change.
Nice 5 and change, and then they go to the finish line.
So Sam's gonna be coming any minute now, maybe 30 minutes, and then off to the finish line to party.
Party time. I mean, not necessarily. There's still 2 hours maybe to get to the finish line, but in many hours. Be there.
Almost done.
If I wasn't going to be able to experience the joy that he had in the moment, I want to pass that joy on to him and really anchor in how incredible it is what he just went through. And that was the whole reason for wanting to give him that belt. I'm definitely heartbroken, for sure. I mean, you won't see it on my face, and you probably never will, but you know, it's definitely there. You know, I went to bed with anger and frustration last night. I woke up this morning with total sadness, and I still feel that sadness. The big takeaway, the win as of this moment is I resolved the two major problems that I had last year. It wasn't my training, because I finished the race and my leg, I didn't cramp one time last year. It was chafing and it was blistering in my feet. This year, I had no chafing, no blistering through the 65 miles that I ran. I had a issue with drinking unfiltered water that gave me the worst indigestion and couldn't hold anything down. I was throwing up. It might be a little graphic, but like everything came out of me on both ends in the middle of the course, and I wasn't able to respond to that in time to make that next cutoff. Next year, I'm probably not gonna tell anybody that I'm doing this. You'll probably just hear about it or see the post. I'm just gonna go dark for another year. I don't know if I've made the decision if I'm gonna do it yet or not, but knowing myself like I do, yeah.
That was good. Eddie? Cool, all right. Thank you, guys.
Hey, 130 out!
Prepping for the 100-mile race, it's always a challenging process, but leading up to the 100-mile race, the Crazy Mountain 100 felt really, really good. I feel confident in my training, which I think lowered the amount of stress that I could possibly have. Because a lot of people were asking me, are you nervous? Are you stressed out? I'm like, no, I'm just steady. And I think, again, when you prep for something and you put all your effort into that endeavor, minimizes the stress. The excitement, yes, because obviously you want to do well.
All right, so it's 4:56. Cutoff is 6 p.m. We are looking at Sam and his wife Jess right now. They're maybe 150 yards away from us. So they're probably about 2.5 miles away right now from the finish. They've got over an hour to do it. They're gonna do it easy. They were the last to leave the last aid station, the last people of the race, and they probably passed a dozen or more people in the last 4 miles, and they're not stopping. They're actively jogging past people right now. I'm so excited right now. Pavement's right there. You got this in the bag.
Wait, guys. It's only 35 hours of running. What was counting? Not me.
No more counting. You're there. You're there.
Ah.
All right. We're gonna see you guys up there. Hey, don't hurt yourself now.
Would that be funny shit? Sorry guys, I can't make it.
People were asking if I was nervous, if I was excited. I'm like, yeah, I was nervous. I mean, of course, I care about doing it. And it's a 100-mile race, by the way. That is something I've never done before. That is something a lot of people don't do, unless you're crazy. That's why they call it Crazy Mountain 100. But yeah, leading up, I feel good. Body feel fine. I did a lot of things I did everything that I needed to do to get it to the point. Rest, recovery, so all through the week. And getting here and getting started. Not gonna lie, I was surprised I was not as nervous, because initially I was not surprised, but after thinking about that, I think the reason why I was not nervous on race day itself is just in my mind, and I've had a lot of conversations with myself during training and trying to put myself in that space when things get hard at the beginning, how you're gonna feel. And the reason why I was not super stressed also, again, is because if you look at the 100-mile race and you look at it just being 100, you're running 100 miles, it sounds overwhelming. But if you can break that down into smaller pieces, smaller portion, like the first aid station is Ibex, which is 19 miles. I just gotta run 19 miles, then the next mile, then the next aid station. And I think having that and truly believing that's my approach, that helped in solidifying just, okay, it's not 100. Just run the first 10, the first 19, run the first mile that you're in. And that kind of calmed my nerves down. But when the timer started, it's always like, you're trying to gauge what the body feels like. Right off the bat, right into some tough cramps coming into the first aid station. And immediately, of course, your brain starts to rationalize a lot of things like, man, 19 miles that I still have, almost 80 miles to go, and I'm already dealing with the cramp. And I have to navigate through that, have the conversations I normally would have when things get tough, triage that. And luckily, I had an awesome, incredible team that were able to help me and give me everything I needed in that moment. But during the race, it was tough. It was tough. Do I want to quit at some point in time? Almost every mile, because everything is just hard. I ran for 35 hours straight, without a nap, without any sleep. If you're doing something like that and you don't think there's any point in time that you think, I'm not gonna quit, that's a complete lie. I wanted to quit over and over again, but again, Can you do a lot of things successfully by yourself? Yes. But can you even do it better if you have a team? Absolutely. And that, I mean, credit to all my team that was there. That was my wife, Pacey Jacob, was supposed to do just a 28 mile, end up doing 50 miles with me, and without him, that would have been. It's nice when you have somebody that you can talk to through this, especially running through the night by yourself. That's when the demons come out. You're trying to navigate it and have that conversation. Got through it. Running into the end with my wife, that was an incredible, incredible feeling. Very emotional, as it should, when you do something that you've never done before, especially something that took pretty much everything out of you. And still, I mean, it's only one day out from completing the race, and the emotion is still raw, it's still fresh, still processing a lot of things, trying to remember a lot of things. I'm sure as the day goes on, having the time to sit down, you just think, and there's a saying in the military, we do after action report. I would do my after action report and remember everything that went down, and trying to keep that in my pocket, so I know that I am capable, I am limitless. And I think that's one thing I want to get out of this for myself. It's for myself. One of the biggest takeaways that I want people to take away from this process is one of the biggest questions that I've gotten so far, or comments, so to speak, that I've gotten so far. Wow, you did something that a lot of people have not done ever, or only a small amount of people have done. And one, running a 100-mile race is not to prove to other people that I'm doing something other people have not done. It's for doing something I have never done before, because I think it's very important to spread the message that you are capable of so much more. I was not sure if I was going to be able to do 100 miles, but I want to put myself into that position to try something and to prove myself that, one, I am capable. I can do hard things. If I put the process in place and plan in place, yeah, I might succeed, I might fail, but it's still the process of finding out what you are capable of.
Keep staying there. All right, 3, 2, 1.